We're here today with Ireland and Ulster player Paddy Wallace at the Peace Promotion show in Belfast. You boxing fun in general, Paddy?
Okay, I take an interest in it, and Mark, who's running Peace Promotions, put this on, and I thought I'd come down and support him tonight, and it's been a great evening so far.
Have you any particular favourite boxers, worldwide, not just on the Irish level?
Obviously, Floyd Money Mayweather would be one of my favourites now, just from his swagger and his personality. It's very enjoyable, entertaining to watch.
So needless to say, if you ever fought Pacquiao, he would beat him?
I would back him now. I would say in the duel that's going on between those two, I would say Pacquiao is the one who's kind of running scared now.
You've had a great career. You've had a Grand Slam with Ireland. You've had a Heineken Cup final with Ulster. What is the highlight of your career?
It's hard to. I think last year, certainly from an Ulster perspective, was the most enjoyable year of rugby I've ever had. The Grand Slam year in 2009 was a big highlight as well. But I'm hoping my highlight's still to come. I think the Ulster team that we put together this year is ready to compete for another final, and hopefully we'll go one step better this year.
I think with Tommy Bowe coming back to the squad as well, it does add that extra bit. What's it like having Tommy back after he left for Ospreys?
It's great to have Tommy back. It's great to have world-class players back. Tommy's a world-class player. We've got Jared Payne, who's coming back into fitness now, who missed last year completely. Another world-class player, and we've signed Nick Williams this year. There's a lot of depth. We've got Roger Wilson coming back from Northampton this year. There's a lot of additions to the squad. There's a lot of addition, and it's going to make us a better squad overall, and be able to compete on both fronts, be the Rabo and the Heineken this year. So hopefully we'll be involved in both competitions come April, May.
Well, thanks a lot for your time, Paddy. I have to pass you over to Stephen, who I believe has one question he wants to ask.
How you doing, Paddy? I'm the editor for Boxing Ireland down south in Dublin. But I think there's an ongoing debate, particularly online, and that about the boxing being televised and not being televised, and I think there's always the big argument about rugby kind of getting a lot of attention. But as a rugby player, would you like to see more boxing on TV, particularly down south RTE?
Absolutely. I mean, every time it's on Sky, I would take a keen interest and watch the fights. So the more boxing that's on TV, I'm sure I'll be well supported by everybody in the island. So yeah, the more of it, the better.
Why would you think boxing doesn't get the attention of the television companies, and that while maybe rugby would seem to get a lot?
To be honest, it probably comes down to sponsorship. I think with companies in rugby and football in general, there's a lot of sponsorship that goes on behind the scenes. There's probably not as much in boxing, so it doesn't drive the revenues, and then it doesn't get it on the screen as a result. So maybe there's more of an audience for rugby and football. I'm not sure, but from my personal point of view, if there's boxing on, I'm certainly supporting it. And in the Olympics, it was great viewing.
So maybe the Boxing Union of Ireland and the Irish Amateur Boxing Association can maybe learn something from the IRFU and how they promote rugby.
I think promotions is a massive part of sport being successful, regardless of the product on the pitch. If you're not generating revenue outside of that, then it's going to always struggle. So yeah, if you can generate as much revenue from sponsorship, it makes the product probably better in the ring and on the pitch in terms of rugby.